The echoes of Frostfire. With the Frostfire Elemental's gift in hand, the friends stood at the heart of the Frostfire Mountains, the air around them still crackling with residual magic. The orb the Elemental had given them glowed with a warm, pulsating light, casting a soft radiance that mingled with the pendant's golden hue and the snowflake crystal's shimmering glow. Aurora, with her deep connection to the natural world, felt the ancient magic of the mountains thrumming beneath her feet. "The Frostfire magic is powerful," she said, her voice filled with awe. "It's like the very essence of the mountains is alive within this orb." Finn, ever the inventor, was already examining the orb with great interest. "This is incredible," he said, his eyes wide with wonder. "The magic here is unlike anything I've ever seen. It's like a living entity, constantly shifting and changing." Minnie, feeling a deep connection to the magic, held the orb gently in her hands. "The Elemental said it would aid us on our journey. We should try to understand its power." As she spoke, the orb began to glow more brightly, and a soft, melodic hum filled the air. The friends felt a gentle warmth spreading through them, as if the magic of the Frostfire Mountains was embracing them. Mickey, ever the leader, felt a sense of clarity and purpose. "The orb is communicating with us," he said, his voice filled with wonder. "It's showing us its magic." The friends watched in awe as images began to form within the orb, swirling and shifting like a living tapestry. They saw visions of the Frostfire Mountains in their ancient glory, of fire and ice dancing together in perfect harmony. Aurora, with her keen senses, felt a deep connection to the visions. "The magic of the Frostfire Mountains is about balance," she said, her voice filled with understanding. "It's about the harmony between fire and ice, creation and destruction." Finn, ever the scholar, nodded. "The orb is a repository of the mountain's magic. It holds the knowledge and power of the Frostfire Elemental." Minnie, feeling a deep sense of responsibility, asked, "How can we use this magic? How can it help us on our journey?" The orb pulsed gently, and the images within it shifted, revealing glimpses of the path ahead. The friends saw visions of distant lands, of magical creatures and ancient secrets waiting to be uncovered. Finn, ever the inventor, adjusted the settings on the Adventure Locator 3000, its screen now displaying a series of glowing points. "The locator is picking up signals from the places the orb is showing us," he said, his eyes scanning the readings. "It's like the orb is guiding us to new adventures." Minnie, feeling a deep connection to the magic, smiled. "The Frostfire magic is showing us the way. We have to follow its lead." The friends gathered their things, their hearts filled with excitement and anticipation. They knew that the Frostfire magic was a powerful ally, and they were eager to see where it would lead them. The Valley of Echoes and the Song of the Ancients. The friends set off, following the guidance of the Frostfire Orb and the Adventure Locator 3000. Their journey took them through the heart of the Frostfire Mountains, the path winding through rugged terrain and past towering ice formations. As they traveled, the air grew colder, and the landscape became more desolate. But the friends pressed on, their spirits high, fueled by the promise of discovery. Finally, they arrived at a hidden valley, shrouded in mist and mystery. The valley was a place of echoes, where the very air seemed to hum with the magic of the ancients. Aurora, with her heightened senses, felt a strange sensation. "The valley is alive with magic," she said, her voice filled with wonder. "It's like the echoes of the past are still here, waiting to be heard." Finn, ever the inventor, was fascinated by the magical resonance of the valley. "The locator is picking up a strong signal," he said, his eyes scanning the readings. "The valley is a focal point of magic." Minnie, feeling a deep connection to the magic, held the pendant and the Frostfire Orb aloft. "The magic of the Frostfire Mountains is guiding us," she said, her voice filled with determination. "We have to listen to the echoes." The friends entered the valley, their footsteps echoing in the vast, open space. The air was filled with a soft, melodic hum, and the friends felt a sense of awe and reverence, as if they were in the presence of something truly sacred. Aurora, with her deep understanding of the natural world, closed her eyes and listened. "The echoes are singing," she said, her voice filled with awe. "It's the song of the ancients." The friends listened, their hearts filled with wonder. The Song of the Ancients was a haunting, melodic tune filled with the magic and wisdom of the ages. The echoes of time and the Song of the Ancients. The friends stood at the heart of the Valley of Echoes, the air around them alive with the soft, melodic hum of the Song of the Ancients. The sound was both haunting and beautiful, resonating through the valley like a gentle whisper from the past. The pendant around Minnie's neck pulsed in time with the melody, its light casting a warm, golden hue over the snow-covered landscape. Aurora, with her deep connection to the natural world, listened intently to the song. The Song of the Ancients is a tapestry of memories. She said, her voice filled with awe. It's the echoes of the past, the stories of those who came before us. Finn, ever the scholar, was fascinated by the ancient magic. The song is a record of the past, he said, his eyes scanning the valley. It's like a living archive, preserving the history of the Winter Realm. Minnie, feeling a deep connection to the magic, closed her eyes and focused on the melody. She felt a gentle warmth spreading through her, and images began to form in her mind, visions of ancient times, of the first snowfall, and the first creatures to walk the winter lands. These are the memories of the Winter Realm, Minnie said, her voice filled with wonder. The Song of the Ancients is showing us the past. Mickey, ever the leader, felt a sense of awe and responsibility. We have to listen carefully. The past can teach us how to protect the magic of the Winter Realm. The friends listened intently, their minds and hearts open to the stories of the past. They saw visions of the first guardians of the Winter Realm, of the battles fought to protect the heart of winter, and of the balance that had been maintained for centuries. Aurora, with her deep understanding of the natural world, felt a deep connection to the stories. The magic of the Winter Realm is a living thing, she said, her voice filled with reverence. It has a history, a past, and a future. Finn, ever the scholar, nodded. The magic is alive, and it has a story to tell. We are the listeners, the ones who must learn from the past to protect the future. Minnie, feeling a deep sense of purpose, nodded. We have to protect the balance. We have to make sure the magic of the Winter Realm endures. The friends continued to listen to the Song of the Ancients, their minds and hearts filled with the stories of the past. They saw visions of the first snowfall, the birth of the heart of winter, and the magic that had shaped the Winter Realm. The trials of the Frostfire Guardians. As the Song of the Ancients continued, the friends noticed a change in the valley. The air grew colder, and the ground trembled slightly, as if the very earth was alive with magic. The pendant around Minnie's neck pulsed with a bright, rhythmic light, and the Frostfire ore began to glow with a warm, fiery glow. Aurora, with her keen senses, felt a surge of magic in the air. The Frostfire Elemental is here, she said, her voice filled with awe. It's testing us. Finn, ever the scholar, nodded. The Frostfire Elemental is the guardian of the Frostfire Mountains. It must be testing us to see if we are worthy of its magic. The friends stood together, their hearts filled with resolve. They knew that they had to prove themselves worthy of the Frostfire magic, to show that they were worthy of the trust the elemental had placed in them. The ground trembled again, and the air was filled with a low, rumbling growl. The friends turned to see a massive figure emerging from the mist, a massive Frostfire elemental, its body made of ice and fire, its eyes glowing with an ancient, otherworldly light. The elemental spoke, its voice like the crackling of a fire and the roar of a blizzard. You have come far, guardians of the pendant. You have shown courage and wisdom, but now you must face the trials of the Frostfire Guardians. The friends exchanged glances, their hearts filled with determination. They knew that the trial would test their courage, their wisdom, and their unity. The elemental's form shifted, and the ground beneath them shifted, forming a series of platforms of ice and fire. The trial is simple, the elemental said, its voice echoing through the valley. You must navigate the elements, using the magic of the pendant and the Frostfire magic to overcome the challenges. The friends nodded, their hearts filled with resolve. They knew that they had to work together, to use their strengths and support each other to overcome the trial.